Okay, here we are with our Unsung Heroes of the backside. We're here at Penn National in Amy Albright's barn. And I am with Groom Melissa Triantafyllou.
Yes.
Oh, good, I said it right. All right, that's a good long name there. So we're here with what looks like one of your favorite horses. You said this horse is your profile picture.
Yeah,
and
this is my
she's
favorite.
interested in what we're doing. So I guess my first question for you is, what draws you to the horses, particularly on the racetrack?
I've only really been around horses on the racetrack. I
Mhm.
grew up with it. I've been on the backside as long as I can remember. And they're just awesome animals.
Yeah, they're just part of you, part of
Absolutely.
what you do. Yeah.
And every day you come in, I have a smile on my face because
Yeah.
I get to play with them and pet them and be around them.
And what is it about the horses that makes you so dedicated? Grooms are very dedicated to their horses. What makes you so dedicated to them?
Well, horses have hearts and feelings and souls and emotions, and they're in a lot of ways like us. And I'm not a people person, so animals are what I'm drawn to.
Yeah. Yeah, and they need our care. I think one of the things I find when I walk through the barns every week, I see you every week. You're always here. You're dedicated. You're working. You're loving on your horses, taking care of them. And I think it's that we know how much they need us, and they depend on us for everything. We're kind of like their butlers, and so we have to be here for them regardless. Like I mentioned before, I had a groom that I was supposed to talk with today, and he's here, but he's sick. And he couldn't talk well, so he didn't want to do the interview when he can't talk well, but he is still here, sick, taking care of his horses.
Right, and we all do it.
Right.
Hurt, sick, tired, it doesn't matter. They're not going to take care of themselves.
Right. Every day, 7 days a week,
Yep.
Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Yep.
all those days you're here.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Except for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm lucky.
Yeah, everybody takes turns on days like that, but
Yep.
somebody is still here
Yep,
taking
absolutely.
care of those horses. Yeah,
Absolutely.
And that's the real dedication. And so, what do you like the most about it?
Okay. I really don't know. There's so many things that I like about it.
Yeah.
The connection that you can build with one of these horses. Like my connection with this mare here, it's so strong. I know her every in and out. She knows my every in and out. We're best friends, and the excitement of the racing.
Right. Yeah.
Just.
And
It's hard for me
yeah.
to answer that because there are so many important
Well,
things.
that's what the last groom kind of too. When I asked them, it's a tough question too. Like your dedication, and sometimes it is a hard thing to explain. There is just this relationship there. The horses just kind of draw you in, and
Because
it's
every
it's
horse
a
is
happy
different.
place.
Every horse is different.
Mm-hmm.
They all have different quirks and different things that they enjoy. Like she loves to get scratched.
Mm-hmm.
She loves to get scratched, but only in certain places. There are some horses that don't like to be groomed, that you have to kind of be careful around. And I think that's one of the things that I like the most, is that there's such different animals, each and every one of them.
They're very
They're
individual.
all here for the same purpose, but they all show their own personality.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They do have individual personalities. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we kind of know how you got started. You've been in that all your life. And so you have a husband here that we're probably going to try to interview, Cooley. He gallops horses.
Yeah.
And that too, like I noticed there's a lot of families here. Like you might get husband and wife teams, or maybe they work together, maybe they don't, but you make a living that way, the two of you. And it's kind of good when you're married, because if you're not married to someone who works here, it's very hard. They don't get it. They don't understand, the dedication and the hours.
They have no idea.
Right.
They have absolutely no idea.
Mhm.
I've, had friendships and so forth outside of the track, and you just kind of gravitate towards someone who has your same interests and your same likes and
Right.
understands what you go through on a day-to-day basis. This isn't pleasure. I mean, it's a job. Even though I enjoy it, it's my job, and I take pride in my job every day.
Yeah.
I come in and I do my work the best of my ability
Right,
every single day.
yes. I spoke to a man the other day, I'll make a long story short. He had been in the military, and somewhere through his lifetime, he spent 3 months on the racetrack just to do a job. Like, he never did anything like that before, but he needed a job. A friend gave him a job for 3 months while he was in between things. And he said he would rather go to boot camp. Because
it's a tough life.
Yes, it is. It's hard work and dedication, and you really have to love it and the horses.
Absolutely. The only way that you are going to make a successful living, as I would say, is if you enjoy the horses. If
Right.
you're just here because it's money and you're gonna hate your job, you're gonna hate being here, and your whole life will be miserable. You've got to enjoy the animals.
Right, yes, you have to love it. And last week we talked a little bit with that groom about getting started in the morning. So what can you tell me about just, quickly, maybe bullet list, like what does it take just to get a horse ready for the race, day of the race? Like the few things that you have to do that are very important, maybe, the call to get them ready, the call to get over, the things like that. Like what do you go through to get a horse ready the day of the race?
Well, for me here, for my boss, she likes you to come in, she likes you to have your stall done and ready. All the horses go in ice, and they stand in ice boots like this mare is right here, for at least an hour. And you have to groom the horse, make sure they're nice and clean, put on your vet wraps, your special bandages. Then, of course, once you're ready, you have to bridle your horse, do anything else, pick their feet, get them ready, and then you walk over. And my walk is a long walk.
Yeah, you're way up
It's
here
a
on the...
long walk. It's
Yeah, so-
at least 3/4 of a mile, if not longer.
Yeah.
And then,
And you have to have your timing right, because they
Oh,
give
yeah.
you a get ready call, and they give you a bring them over call.
Yep.
And then you got to hit that paddock before a certain time, or you're late and you have a fine.
Right.
So there is a lot of thinking and all that to being a groom too.
This isn't mindless work
Right.
at all.
Yes.
It's not.
You have to
it's
think
not
about
like
that.
an assembly line.
Like-
it is not, because
Yeah.
each and every horse is different. They all have their different
Mm-hmm.
issues, their different problems, the different things that you've got to take care of. So you constantly have to think.
Right. And you might have one horse that drags you over there and another horse that lollygags. So then you adjust your timing for that.
Oh, for sure.
And it's the same in the morning. When you're getting the horses ready to go out, you only have so much time.
Right.
What are your hours here at the track?
Mine
No,
personally.
the track training hours.
7. They
Till
open at
11?
7. They close at 9 for break. They're closed for 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're open until 11:30. So they
Okay.
open back up at 9:30. So it's 4 hours.
Yeah, so you have that time to figure out, like if Amy's getting on a lot of her own horses, you have to have that schedule in your head, how long it takes you to get what horse ready, what equipment and bandages that horse might need.
Exactly.
You have to cool out, you have to do the stall, and have another one ready for her. So like you said, it takes a lot of organization on a groom's
Absolutely.
part.
Absolutely. And everybody has to work together in order
Mm-hmm.
for the whole to be done properly.
Right, yes. And that's kind of what it's all about here, what we're doing, just trying to show everybody's job is important, everything that
Everybody's
happens.
job.
Yeah, like you say, they all have to work together. So, well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. You got my interview in there since my other groom wasn't feeling well, and hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll be talking to Cooley and get a little insight into the galloping of the horses and
Sure thing.
exercising them. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.